Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bears. And this podcast, as always, you got the guillotine. Rambo. There he is.
I'm blocking this
Kevin's
view.
big ass.
and back by popular demand.
I'm big boned. He'd be all right.
Yeah.
Big Kevin Dvorak.
That's right.
Big
And
K.
the Huntress herself, Brandon Dvorak.
The big
Brandon's gonna stab you.
I am going to stab you.
There's no sharp weapons down there.
No, no weapons.
Nothing sharp.
So we just got back from Snatchers,
Yeah.
Creekside.
This podcast is brought to you by
Snatchers.
Big shout out.
Hell yeah.
Shout out.
Awesome Orange Crush.
Yeah, they are good there. I didn't get one.
They're
but
good.
Oh man, they make you take back shit you didn't steal, son. They're good. They are good.
They are. Yeah. They got like grapefruit crushes and shit
Ooh.
there too.
Yeah, I love a grapefruit.
Yeah,
they're-
keep that.
They're all good. I mean, I've never had any bad crust personally.
No.
Snatchers in particular, they do a good job.
I'm not a pulpy guy, so if you put pulp in my Orange Crush, I don't want it.
You gotta have the right Orange Crusher though.
I don't know. I got a buzz, so I didn't even feel the pulp. Didn't even feel it.
I bought an Orange Crusher and it's awesome. Like
Yeah.
I've been making them at the house.
Until you want dinner that night when she's drunk.
Except one night I made mine the same way I make his, which is like double the amount of alcohol I normally put on mine, and I didn't make him dinner.
She walks in I'm like, can I get some dinner? And she's like, yeah. An hour later, and she walks in, she's like, fuck you looking at? I was like, you had a fucking plate in your hand or something. I mean, fat boy over here. I got 3 ribs smoking out. My belly button's dragging my spine.
I had a little,
Long story short,
a little too much to drink.
fat
that
boy
night.
went to bed hungry.
Really hungry.
Really hungry.
Walking there cross-eyed.
Yeah.
What the fuck you looking at?
Yeah. That was pretty much, she's like, fuck you looking at? I'm like, I hope you had like an 8-inch round plate or something for you, boy. You know what I mean? I'm starving.
That's awesome.
They were getting ready to run a telethon on me, but I had to go to bed, man.
That's good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Met our boy John Moss there.
Yes,
Shout out.
Love that
out.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Great fucking dude. Tried to drag him back here, but he
He
had,
had to take a nap.
he had to
He had to let his dog out. I love that dude. That's my guy.
It's the greatest motherfucker on the planet.
That's like, he's definitely my manager.
Oh yeah.
I like that dude.
Yeah. Yeah. After Kevin's first podcast, he was
He's
like,
like-
I need to be your manager. I need to be your
He's
PR
like,
person.
My man. Well, we come up, we would do it for $250 and a jawbreaker. I mean, that was our money. That's what it was going to take.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, $250 and a jawbreaker. He got the $250. I want the jawbreaker.
Give me that fucking jawbreaker.
I want that shit too.
I want that big one too that's got like different
Yeah.
colors as you
Like
get through
50
it.
layers.
Remember those big ones that are like
Uh-huh.
fucking the size of a baseball?
Yeah.
We're,
It's a
I
guaranteed
wouldn't have
cavity.
one of them, though. I look at one of them and I have like 18 cavities.
Your teeth are a fucking mess anyway.
I've never had a cavity. Never mind.
Oh God.
I had one on a baby
I hope you get
tooth.
herpes.
Too late. Thanks.
Ask Kevin how much money he has in teeth right now.
How much? What you got?
We all could be sitting comfortably in redneck blondes.
God
Yeah.
Everybody would have their own
Yeah,
buddy heater.
It's like
Shit.
it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
what, 15 grand?
At least,
Yeah.
yeah. We would. Everybody would be sitting in a redneck with heat blowing.
Fuck.
It's not
Sam?
Luke Bryan small.
Teeth ain't fucking
They're
cheap.
not cheap.
Sam's dad makes teeth.
Yeah.
I need to
You need to meet
he
this
needs
guy.
to be my sponsor. I'll blow him up on the back window of the gator.
He used to sponsor like Elkton Little League and shit back in the day.
Yeah.
He needs to be.
He needs to be Kevin's
yeah.
sponsor. 'cause
Sponsor the
holy
local
shit.
hockey
Yeah.
team.
At Vanilla Gorilla.
Yeah, he's been doing it for like
Oh, it's
That's
horrible.
cool.
40 years, I
It's-
think.
It's crazy. You wouldn't think that teeth cost that much.
Well,
but
teeth are.
it's-
That's something that's
Nobody
important.
takes you seriously missing teeth.
They don't, and it's important. And unfortunately, you know what I mean. It doesn't matter what you do; you're judged off of everything. The way
Yeah.
you look, your teeth, everything. It
100%.
sucks, but it is what it is. I
I
mean,
keep my mouth closed though when the deer come up.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
they
I
would just
try-
pass out, honey. if they
half the time I
They'd
hold
be
my
like,
fucking
oh my
breath.
God.
I fuck it. If your teeth are like, that's one of them things that it's like, all right, you ain't got the money, fucking go into debt.
Yeah.
Who gives
Yeah,
a
I
fuck?
would- yeah,
Those
yes.
are your fucking teeth,
Yup.
man. Like you need
I mean,
that.
we
But they say if you pull all your teeth out, though, your tongue grows 2 inches. So
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I might not have it on here in a couple of months.
I got some flyers around here somewhere.
Just go.
This is brought to you by Vice Grip.
Make sure you go to a reputable
Yeah.
dentist because Kevin got fucked in that aspect
Twice.
too.
You got
Yeah.
pointy, you got
Really?
pointy
Yeah.
fucking teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did all of his teeth, but he did it semi-permanent.
It should
So
have been
everything needs to be
permanent
redone.
We're going to
Fucked up.
dentures now. Fuck it.
Yeah, pop them bad boys out.
Daddy wants a new compound. That's all. We're doing like for.
Hey, dude,
Anybody's watching.
I'll buy you one. Pop them thing out.
Right?
If anybody's watching, we're going to go in debt 4-1. We all want new compounds.
We all want compounds.
So
When I had to get my wisdom teeth pulled, I didn't have insurance, so I had to go to the dental school.
Oh god.
What a
That's a
the
mess.
test.
They're
dummy.
practicing on you.
Yeah.
How much did it cost you?
It's like $200.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do
You're
it.
a total test dummy.
Yeah.
I mean, you are. I mean,
They were
it's
like,
just
"Do you want to get these two pulled today and then come back for the
No,
other two?" I was
take
like,
them all.
no,
yank 'em.
fuck
Want
'em
'em all
all.
Do you have oxycodone?
No, there they only give you like
Valium.
like,
Yes.
they don't even knock you out. They don't knock you out. They give you
Forgot I had
ibuprofen.
feet with Valium.
Serious? Oh
Yeah,
god.
they don't knock you out. They just fucking numb you up and
I,
yank.
st- I still have my wisdom teeth. I went to the dentist last week, actually, and I got my teeth cleaned. And they were like, "You're a fucking rarity around here. They're like, you got 32 teeth. I got all my wisdom teeth, everything.
No
my teeth
shit.
are still straight."
No
I
pain.
know a guy that's
No pain.
never been to the dentist in his life and has everything. But he eats like 68 apples and orange and.
I know
So that's
exactly who you're talking about
yeah,
too.
I mean, the man's got.
I could do that too. Like
Never
I've
been.
never had a cavity. I mean, other than having teeth knocked out. That's
I could watch you eat a lollipop and have 3 cavities. I swear to God, man. I
See,
swear.
and my teeth were too big for my mouth, so I never lost teeth. I had to have everything pulled. Wow. So it
Yeah.
sucked.
That's a big ass mouth.
Shut up. You like it.
That thing's like 7-Eleven, son. It don't ever close.
Stop. Dick.
hell yeah. Yeah, I've been blessed. It's all, and teeth are really genetic. Like
Well, you
it's-
had
it's-
braces, didn't you?
I had braces.
Yeah,
yep.
your teeth were jacked.
They were fucked.
So
up.
were
Yeah, I
mine.
remember.
He could
Yeah.
eat corn cob to a picket fence.
Good.
I did.
I went to juvie with braces. Okay, you know what it's like fighting with braces, dude?
No, I don't want
My-
Did you really
my-
go to juvie?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
I
so
spent a
Reese
lot of
always
time in
asks
juvie.
me if juvie is a real thing because I keep telling her
I got
she's
like a
gonna go
legit
to
question. Would you fight a naked dude?
Would I fight him? That
Like
depends on the
dudes like straight
circumstances.
boner hanging out.
It-
Would you hang out and fight?
It depends on the circumstances.
right.
I mean, if I'm really pissed off, I'm gonna
Maybe.
beat the fuck out of that dude.
But what happens if he gets you on the ground?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Jesus.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Look, I'd have to be really pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in order to fight him, because if
Nobody
it's just like
nobody wants to fight a dude with a boner.
no, like if like I got snuck one time in juvie. I was just sitting down eating, and a
Did you have
guy
your braces on?
ran up. I think I did, yeah. He ran up and just stroked me as hard as he could. And I fucking got up and I started boxing with this dude, and then the guards broke it up. I was pissed off because I didn't really get many licks in,
Right.
you know what I mean? Now, like, if somebody did that and they were butt naked and they just snuck me and then just stripped and just stood there,
What do you do?
I'm out.
I'd probably just be like, all right, dude, you got it. You got it.
Do you
Sure.
get naked with him?
All right, dude, we're doing this.
All right, let's fucking go.
All right. So how many times did you go to juvie?
Oh shit, a lot. I'd have to really think about that. At least 3 or 4 times.
Hold on, We're
You can
gonna phone a
at
friend.
any point you can invoke your Fifth Amendment right.
You know, we're gonna phone a friend. Seth's mom. How many times did he go to juvie?
I want to say four times.
shit.
He's a
I think
badass
4
little
times.
kid.
Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble as a kid, and then when I turned 17, I got in trouble again, and they waved me up to an adult, and I did a 1.5 years.
Jesus
It
Christ.
sucks though that the stuff you did as a kid though can
It follows
haunt you.
you.
For,
Yeah.
like I know a guy that
Yeah, they took my taxes this year. Thanks.
they've been
Listen,
doing that
don't-
for forever.
Kevin and I, they will be taking our taxes for the next 20
You don't
fucking
need
years.
that shit,
Don't be
kids.
talking about taxes.
Yeah, you don't need that shit, kids. But I'm saying I knew a guy that wanted to get into hunting, do the right thing. You know, I mean, he's 40, let's say 45 years old now. And he's like, man, I want to buy a gun and I want to go. I can't.
He can't.
That's
can't.
Because of
fucked up.
stuff he
Because
did in his
of what
team.
happened back in the it's
Yeah.
what you do as a kid that's got you fouled up for
Yep.
you ought to be able to at least be like, all right, I was young, I
Yeah.
fucked up.
Like, yeah.
You did your time.
You
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Depending on what it is, like
Yeah.
that's why I took that plea. I took a plea deal for a 1.5 years And,
Was that thing with the goat and shit?
Okay. I got long story short, I got an assault charge, and we don't have the time on one podcast to talk about all my criminal history. Yeah, but I got
John's eyes are like.
I got a bad assault charge when I was 17, and I took a plea deal, and I took a year and a half. And part of that deal was the fact that I had no felony. So even though I had to do a year and a half,
but the felony's huge.
I had no felony on my record.
The felony will follow you forever.
Yeah, and honestly, it's fucked me up for jobs, but at the same time, because it's not a felony, it's allowed me to get into where I am. Mm-hmm.
But that could affect you as, say, going rifle hunting. You know
what
I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, all your choices.
Like if I had a felony, I couldn't buy a rifle, and actually, I still can't for some reason. When I try to buy a rifle. Oh Jesus! I probably
hit your girl up. I got you.
Probably,
shut up.
Probably.
You know what I mean? But I mean,
I have to. There's ways. I'll leave that alone. But
cut that.
But I'm saying that the choices that you make as a younger adult could possibly affect the stuff that you absolutely love to do now.
100%.
And that's
I mean?
what I try to teach. My son just turned 18, and trying to teach him, like, you might think, okay, I'm only 18, but that shit will fucking haunt you forever.
Yes.
Like, you have to make
5 minutes could
change your
affect
life.
something that you wanted to do years and years down the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
And you're not thinking about that when you're a kid.
No.
When you're
You
fucking
don't care.
15 years old, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that the world was coming to an end, and it just whatever I did didn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like,
He thought his computer wasn't going to read double zeros.
yeah, dude, I did all kinds of shit.
Everybody does. Just most people didn't get caught.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I did a little extra though, believe me, because I got away with a lot of shit.
You were an overachiever.
Yes.
That's why I like this guy.
I fucking printed money when I was in middle school, and I was spending it at school.
Yeah, I remember.
I still know guy now.
He gave me a 20
legit.
one time, and I was like, I'm not using this thing, dude.
Take it to the strip club.
I was like 10 years old or 11, 12, and I was like, nah,
like,
dude.
No, it's not real.
Yeah, I was like 12 printing money on my mom's fucking printer.
Did it
Yeah,
look
so
good?
I was 13.
Did it look good?
It looked great.
It
I
looked like
fucking-
shit. No, it looked terrible.
Did you spend it? Did you?
I spent the shit out of that money.
But
we had fucking feds come to my house.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, we know a guy that, I mean, he's printing
He
shit
thinks it's
that's like,
legit.
it's
looks like
fucking
it went through
legit.
the
It
washing
legit.
machine.
It legit
Yeah.
looks
This
like.
motherfucker used like printer paper from Walmart.
Yeah, but
No,
I would
this is like
I
the
would wrinkle it up and shit, and I
Yeah.
put it in the dryer and everything.
Yeah,
And
try to get that.
Phone- You need a
you
phone
could tell
book.
it was fake if you looked at it.
You
but
need a phone book.
like a lot of the time, like people just didn't notice, and if they did notice, you just play dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
They're
what?
like, I got that at Walmart. That was my change.
Can I still get a pack of gum?
Plus, I'm 12 years old, so they're just like, oh,
They're
it's
like,
all right,
"Oh,
honey,
poor
but this
dumb kid."
you can't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it was fake right away. I was 13. So.
John's like, fuck this. Fuck this shit's fake.
I use that shit all over though.
I
But
was
yeah,
I was the voice of reason. I was like, whoa, we can't be doing this, fellas.
Like, no.
Hey guys,
No.
come on.
that was John when we were kids.
I
I
can
was
Did you
like,
get beat
you,
up a
like-
lot?
No, I had him.
All right, look, smack John and bring him to the store.
yeah, John was definitely the voice of reason. Yeah. I was the troublemaker. And my mom used to always think it was like my friends, and she'd be like, "You're not allowed to hang out with him." And
Mom, I'm the mastermind.
it was always me. It was always me.
Oh man! And then I saved the night a couple of times. She said, "Who the fuck is that?" And he was like, "It's just Johnny." She's like, "Okay, well I made eggs."
You got any bacon?
My mom loved John.
Yeah.
She always loved John. But rightfully, she was right about John.
Yeah.
But like, she fucking hated my buddy TJ. Shout out to TJ. And TJ, he never did nothing either. Like, he was a good kid.
Yeah, he's square.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
But he never did nothing, and my mom couldn't stand him. But there was other kids too that, you know, she like. I was always the one. I was the one getting into trouble. You know what I mean? It was nothing but me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, as a parent now that I watch for, because like I feel like my mom was always very differential, like towards me. She always thought I was innocent. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now, like as a parent, I know I was not. So like when my kids do shit, I'm like, okay. When I get something from his school, I'm always standing up for my kids. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but I'm always like,
What'd you do?
Did you do it? To be honest with
and
me.
I think it's based off the kid too. Like Alexis and Ethan, I don't worry about. Reese is like
She is the poster child for condoms. Like
That's
if you had,
your-
like
really
you drove
is.
by 95
I mean, like-
and there's like a lifestyle
And that's-
condom.
that's Kevin's
there's
kid,
Reese.
right?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Allegedly.
no,
Allegedly.
no. Okay,
Allegedly.
so she looks exactly like me, but she opens her mouth and it's him. I mean, like, so
horrible. It's
okay,
bad.
best
It's bad.
story ever. It's during hunting season. I get a phone call from the school. It's the counselor, and she says to me, she's like, "Mrs. Dvorak?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I just, I have Reese here, and she's really upset, and I just, I want to send my condolences." And I'm like, "For what?" Well, she told me her dad passed away yesterday.
She played that pretty
Are
well.
you
I'll give it to her.
me?
She
She
played it
told
well.
the fucking school that he died.
That's awesome.
She played it well though.
To get
She
out
was
of
off
school?
like the day before.
So the best part was my mom had dropped her off for 2 days because we were hunting. So my mom had her. So here my mom's
Touche to
dropping
this
her
kid.
off.
I'll give it to her.
So then I literally hang up, and daycare calls me. I just wanted to check. Like
I
I
should
said,
have like screamed she was beating me or something. You know what I mean?
I said,
Should've
she's
got
like,
Reese off the
I
hook.
just wanted to see if there was anything we can. Now this is a church daycare. Jesus loves me.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything we can do for you? We heard about her.
We need
father's
$150
passing,
million.
And I said, he is sitting right next to me. He's not dead. So
should've been
I
screaming,
pick her up
"Ow."
that day, and I'm like, Reese, what the fuck? And she was like, I thought they'd send me home for that. You couldn't have told them.
Should have
that you
asked for
had
$100 million.
Yeah.
You told them your dad died. You couldn't have said like my belly hurts.
My dad's died, but we want a brand new Matthews bow. I mean, we'll
my
use that
dad
as condolences.
is dead.
Make sure he sends some broadheads and arrows as well.
But he's
So-
dead.
Yeah, but he's definitely dead.
So based off of the kid, like if
And a
they
block
called me
target.
and said Reese did this, 100%, yeah, she did
Yeah.
it, like
Yeah.
all day,
Holy
every
shit.
day.
Yeah,
That's bad.
that's definitely a thing. Like certain kids, like
Yeah.
my daughter or my son, they're so different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to be able to judge accordingly. Like when one of your kids is, I was really good at playing the sucker though.
Yeah.
I was really good at like pretending that I was innocent. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's why, to my mom's credit, she did her best. But
She
I was
tried.
a fucking
Mama tried.
Yeah, Mama tried.
You were a manipulator.
I was a manipulative
Yeah.
motherfucker. Yeah, and it yeah.
What? I'm so shocked.
No.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was-
come out of my shell till like 10th grade.
You got kicked out of fucking Catholic school in
They
kindergarten.
suggested
no,
that I didn't come back.
you got
kicked
kicked
out.
out
My
of
hands in my
Catholic
pocket
school
and they took
in
offense to that.
kindergarten. Yeah, they kicked him out.
I got kicked
They
out of 2 schools
suggested
by the
that I
time I
didn't
got
come
out of
back.
elementary school.
Immaculate Conception, shout out. They kicked him out in kindergarten.
Yeah, place sucked anyway.
I got kicked out of Christian school, which my kids now go to. Shout out Tri-State Christian.
Is that the old
Old,
Elkton-
it was Elkton
Elkton
Christian when I
Christian,
got kicked out. I got kicked out of there, and then I went to Gilpin Manor, and I got kicked out of there for pissing on my teacher's car.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
How old were
You
you?
were my hero.
fourth grade.
Oh my God.
Nice. Arch your back, collar a snake, and let her rip.
I was letting her eat. And then when my teacher found out, one of my friends told my teacher in front of the whole class that I pissed on her car, and
my
she
God.
said, "We are going down to the office right now." And we started marching down to the office, and we were in these like portables. They were like trailers outside the school.
Yeah.
And as soon as we got outside, I fucking booked it. I took her. I fucking hauled ass. I was running through the neighborhood. I fucking rolled, son.
Jesus
I was fucking out of there. And my Uncle Dave, I ran home because I lived in the neighborhood nearby, and I ran home and I was hiding in my basement. And my Uncle Dave found me and he was like, "Dude, what are you doing?" He was like, you
Go
gotta,
back and pee on her car, son. What's wrong?
you gotta turn yourself in.
Like you just ran away and all of a
fourth
sudden she didn't
grade.
know who you was.
Fucking 10 years old. Turn yourself in.
You don't know what to do when you're 10, but my
Let's
uncle,
recreate the crime scene.
he was like, "Dude, you gotta go back." So I went and they kicked me out, and I went to like a alternative school for a while. And,
For
Little
juvenile
bad little
delinquents.
bastards.
yeah, yep. And then by the time I got into middle school, then I started to get in trouble with
Use the
the
urinal.
law instead of just the school.
Use the urinal.
This is where you pee.
I had to take.
If you do not go to the
On the-
employee parking.
And she wasn't even a bad teacher. Like, she didn't deserve it at all. I was just a little asshole. I thought it was funny. It wasn't like
I like it right now. I'll go with it.
it wasn't a malicious thing. I went to fucking anger management in elementary school.
Jesus Christ, son.
Yeah.
You know what? Like, though, props to you because you should probably be in federal prison right now. Like,
He didn't get caught. That's
like,
what he said
no,
10 minutes ago.
Like, but like, honestly, the path that you were on,
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
you
definitely turned it around.
should be.
Prison reformed you.
Yeah, prison helped me a lot because that was pretty much when I went in there. So I went in when I was 17. I had no driver's license. I had a shitty criminal record. I had no high school diploma, nothing. And when I got out, I was 19. And it was at that point that it was like, okay, now either you can start going on the right path or
Yeah.
you can continue down the path you're going. And if I made the wrong decision at that point, who knows where I'd be now?
Be dead.
But I'd probably be dead or in prison.
Yeah, you would. I mean, that was the path you
Yeah.
were on. I mean, it's
Yeah, exactly. And I started getting after it, and I turned it all around.
You did, and
You
I'm
did.
very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
you're a high functioning adult now.
Yeah, sorta. Let's not get ridiculous.
Just pump the brakes, woman.
We're all
From what you were to now, you
Yeah.
would
Oh, yeah.
never know.
No. From fucking robbing motorcycle gangs and fucking.
My man.
Oh,
My
yeah.
man, now I have a Discovery Channel on.
Dude, I could tell you stories for days, man.
Oh, God.
I robbed the pagans, went to war with them motherfuckers for a while. That was fun.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking.
I just robbed underwear drawers as a kid.
No doubt, fucking pervert.
We could do a whole fucking like mini series on my
Seth's
criminal
adventures
activity.
as a criminal.
Like prison stories? Yeah. We have to do that.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Netflix special coming up for you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went to Max for fucking making wine. I went to Max for fighting. I got sentenced to 18
Grab
months.
me one, big dog.
And normally when you in Maryland, when you get sentenced to 18 months, you end up doing like maybe a year.
Yeah.
I did 17 months and 3 weeks.
What is that? I don't know. It's
Purple,
purple.
purple my Sprite.
I literally got almost no good time because I fucked up so much while I was in there.
Jesus Christ, Seth. Knowing, because I haven't known you that long. Meeting you, I would never think that. You know what I mean? I would never look at you and be like,
Yeah.
this kid's been a hot fucking mess his whole life.
Yeah.
Never.
I get that a lot. Like, but most of the time when I tell people about this stuff, they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I can't believe I stayed out of it as well as I did.
You did.
Yeah.
John was always like he would get involved, but he would only dabble like a little.
I knew
bit.
when to back out.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah,
logical
this is
about
enough.
it. Yeah.
I'm done
Yeah,
with this.
like
Like-
John did some dirt with me.
Oh,
Don't let him act like he didn't get no trouble. But
There's no
he never got
halo.
caught. John never got caught.
He was slick,
You
son.
twisted it to make my
you get
good
him a
side.
beer?
You're like, this is gonna be fine. It's fine. You can come do this with us. And I was like, okay.
Just gonna rob a bank. It'd be cool.
I tell John stories and like the one about the fucking
Should we?
Yeah,
Come on now. Okay, acquiring minds
tell
want to
tell
know.
us the
Come on
story,
now.
John.
Well, I had a truck. I was 17, 18. I had a little Ford Ranger.
I was like 15, 16, because you're 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So I don't even remember how it happened. You came over and you said, "Yeah, man, this guy is gonna give us money." And I was like, "I'm about
Jesus
money.
Christ.
I'm all
I
about
heard
money."
this
dude."
story.
And so I fire up the old Ranger 5-speed, and I'm banging gears all the way to Pat's because that's where you said the guy was that was going to give us money. And I park out front of Pat's, and we had another buddy there with us. And you get out, and you're like, "It's going to be fine. I'm going to go back there. He's going to give us some money. I'll be right back." And so you get out of the truck, you walk, and you reach just before the shadows. And you look back at me and you smile and you put the ski mask on. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm screaming at our other buddy. What the fuck is he doing?
It was a COVID scare back then.
I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And the other guy couldn't even talk. He was laughing so hard. And finally, Seth runs out of the shadows and says, "Let's get the fuck out of here right now. Let's get the fuck out of here." And I don't remember what happened.
Did you
after
go,
that.
Mommy?
I don't even remember.
Nah, I don't think you did
I
that
think it was a
time.
failed mission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abort! Abort!
Yeah. It was just
God.
that was like just what I did, dude. I robbed people. I mean, it was fucking. I was a fucked up kid, man.
And I had wheels back then, and like I had a second story bedroom, and I had stairs and an outside door, and I would lock that cocksucker. This motherfucker ain't coming in here tonight. And he would climb up on the roof and get into my window and wake me up like, Johnny, we gotta go. We got shit to do. Like, what?
We got crimes to commit.
Like, okay, let's go, I guess.
I was an overachiever, you know. I mean,
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what you're trying to
I was
say.
fucking robbing people at gunpoint at 15 years old. You know what I mean?
See, and
Like,
I was like so like straight laced, like.
Me too.
No, you weren't. You're a lying fucker. I was though. I mean, I think I was very sheltered growing up in Utah. There's no like.
Oh, Utah,
nothing,
yeah, what do you do out there?
Nothing
Yeah.
major to do,
Indians.
but that's about
lots
it.
of Sioux.
Yeah. But I was so also scared of my dad, so I didn't do
See,
shit.
that's what
He's
what
not
I
a nice
needed.
guy.
I needed a dad.
my dad
you
was
didn't
scary.
present.
Like my dad was scary. Like
Yeah.
I didn't. I
That's-
mean, like at 40, almost 41 years old, I'm still
Your
fucking
dad was
scared of my
scary at
dad.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you didn't fuck with him. I mean,
Yeah.
you just didn't.
Yeah, my
That's
boy
all right.
here didn't have a dad, R.I.P. Dale, but
Yeah,
that's what
and
you needed.
You needed
yeah,
that.
Yeah, and that's why
ass whooping.
I'm keeping. That's why my kids like I
Yeah.
just
Keep a good
knock
eye
on
on
wood. Yeah, like that. Kids need a dad. You know
They
what I mean?
do.
And
You
they need a
need-
disciplinary, and they need somebody to be afraid of. Even.
Yeah.
like just somebody to, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't afraid of nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was bad.
You do. You need that boundary that you're scared to break. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
like at our house, nobody's scared of me. They're not like, well, shit. 2 of my kids are taller than I am, so it's not. You know what I mean? Like nobody's scared of me. But the
Dad
second
comes home, you can hear
his
crickets
feet,
in the corner banging. Son.
I'm telling you,
Yep.
or if he's laying down watching TV and his feet hit that floor, it's like everybody shuts the
Yeah.
fuck up. They're like,
It's kind of hard to mistake 6'2", 285 hitting the floor. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I mean, like, but they're,
Yeah.
but you need that
Yeah.
give and take. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so mom's gonna be the nurturer, dad's
Yeah.
gonna be the authority.
And sometimes it's the other way around.
It is,
But it's
100%.
what's important is having that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's hard.
kids need it.
That
Kids
was
need
always the threat when I was younger. Because my dad worked swing shift, you know, he'd work day shift, night shift, and,
Yeah.
second shift, and we would be so bad, me and my sister. My mom would be like, wait until your dad gets home. And as soon as he pulled in the driveway,
Like shit.
Crickets.
Getting our asses
That's
whipped.
how me and my brothers were though. Like the second his tires hit that driveway, everybody was just shut the fuck up.
my dad
Like,
never did anything.
No.
He would come in the door and say, and go to bed.
You little bastard.
Yeah.
You little bastard.
But I
We
was,
used to steal his beer.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
I was always so scared of my dad for no reason. He's the
Yeah.
nicest guy in the
Yeah,
world.
my-
But I was scared of him.
Still dad.
Yeah,
Still
he's
He's
dad.
still dad.
Still
I mean,
big
my,
scary guy.
my
Yeah.
dad was never home. He worked in the oil field, and then at night he farmed. So it was like
Sure.
he was never there. So it
Part-time
was.
stripper too.
God damn.
Stage name was All the Way Ray.
But I mean, he was never home. So it was like, but we were all terrified of him. I mean, it was just.
Yeah,
You
that's
were
a good
scared
thing,
of him.
and
I
a little
mean-
bit of that is a little bit of fear is good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it might not even be fear so much as it is just respect. Like you know,
you don't want to
like-
disappoint.
Yeah, exactly,
it's-
exactly.
Yeah, that's.
Life's a bitch, and her
Raising
stripper
kids
name
is
is
even-
Karma.
Raising kids is expensive.
Oh my god.
Take a piss, God. These
got-
fucking bush lights just run right through me.
Oh, they do, dude. I don't have any kids. How is it?
Think long and hard about having kids. Like I adore my children, but seriously, I
What was that Bernie Mac said? I run a daycare.
Oh,
I fuck your kid
kids
up.
up.
Exactly.
I just
Exactly.
I don't know that I would have as many as we have now. Like it's
Shit, at that age, I wouldn't have none at all.
no, it's his fault. He's the one that wanted kids. I was good with the one I had.
You're so high you could duck home with a rake. Get out of here.
But kids is hard. It's a hard. But
Yeah.
you also don't like not having kids. Then not that your legacy dies, but there's nothing to carry it on. You know what I
Say
mean?
it
Like,
with me.
and I. But I think too, like part of me too, like is sad because like my son is from my first marriage, so I know with the girls,
Yeah.
like the Dvorak name dies, and it's
But they're going to
sad
have
to
a
me.
shitload of guns, though, whoever they marry. That's
They are gonna have a shitload of guns, but it's sad to me that that name doesn't carry on. You know what I mean? And his sister, so after us, that's it. There's
Yeah.
no more. You know what I mean?
They're
There's
going to
no more.
have guns for days, son. You're going to have shit to shoot you behind the neighbor's refrigerator. We're gonna
Reese
have
is gonna have a criminal record,
Yeah.
so she.
Reese will have a bazooka by then.
Yeah.
Curtains.
So, but it's
And not only that, but you know what? Like I was listening to you in there.
And he was in his office.
I was in my office. And what's more important than the name is the blood, though. I mean, that's what really matters.
It is.
that the family's still
carry
going.
that.
Yeah.
You carry that family line on.
Yeah. And nowadays, fuck, their husbands might take their name.
More than likely.
God.
Hopefully
that's
not.
a story for another day.
That is.
Because I'll go off for an hour alone.
But
Soft
with Reese, I
motherfuckers.
don't.
Yeah.
I more than likely Reese's husband will take her name.
Yeah.
She'll be like, "No, fuck you. You're taking my name."
It'll either be
Bitch.
that or she'll be running a prison gang.
We always say she's gonna run a prison gang. Like,
I made some wine in prison one time, and
Was it in the toilet?
no, it was actually in my trash can. Hold on, Sam's calling me.
Uh-oh.
Sam, you're on speaker on the podcast. What's up?
Don't say anything incriminating.
You guys already potting?
Yes.
What the hell are you doing? How
I'm
are you
getting
doing a
negative.
podcast without me there?
hi, baby.
We're recording, dear.
We're just
Come on down. We're all naked. We're
waiting
doing
for
it
you.
naked.
Yeah, we're all naked.
We're all
I
naked.
stole a cigarette.
Who's the female that's naked? That's all I'm worried about.
Brandy.
You know it's Brandy.
Oh, well, I was just worried about for my own sake. I don't care if you guys see her naked, but you're not supposed to look at
Oh,
my
she'll
girl.
like it. She'll
Yeah,
look away for a
baby.
minute and she'll be like, oh my God, I need that in my life.
You want me to take you off?
I fucking hate you guys. Alright. I'll be home shortly. Thanks for the introduction, guys.
All right. I wonder what she was asking.
Ah.
Because she didn't
She's
ask
all
me
fucked up
anything.
now.
So she's like, what the fuck?
I have a
up.
text message I didn't answer.
No, that's probably
Way to
it.
go, John.
Yep. Way to drop the ball, John.
Yeah.
Good job. She probably wanted to know what toppings we wanted on our pizza.
She went to a different pizza place and she would just. It's a blind review. I don't know.
Nah, whatever. It's fine.
Reviews is-
Pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was making this wine in prison, and I had it in a trash can,
This is a great story. I've heard this story.
and
Oh, God, I think 2 drops of pee come out.
I'm fucking putting fruit in there and sugar and shit and fucking yeast and stuff, and I'm making this wine, man, and it's going really good, and it's like a couple days before I'm ready to strain it all out, and I think I had strained it once. You run it through like we would use like laundry bags as like strainers, and you'd filter
Sounds like a career criminal.
and you'd filter it through there.
You
And
need a guy like that around.
You do.
yeah, it's good to have a guy like
Yeah,
that.
you
You know what I mean?
He's like a redneck MacGyver, son. I mean, you gotta have these people.
Resourceful.
Everybody take notes.
So, and I got this trash can. It's like a little mini trash can. It's like, I don't know, like 2 feet high.
Like a little
Like an
bathroom
office
trash.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I would do is in my cell, I would have the trash can, right? And then on top of the trash can, I had a chessboard. And then over the chessboard, I had like a pillowcase, and it was like my nightstand. And I had like my Bible on there, and like maybe a couple other books.
Did you have a nudie mag?
Not allowed, right?
Now, every once in a while, I'd get a phone, though. And I would,
I remember him calling me from a cell phone in prison.
And your prison purse.
yeah. Oh, I snuck it in my prison wallet. No.
Nothing went in there, ladies and gentlemen.
There's nothing legit about
No.
these facilities. Like, there's always crooked guards and stuff, but
Of
there's
course
always ways
there
to get shit in. And that's a whole nother story. But fucking the wine. So, and it's almost done. And I was in there. And this stuff smells, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you got it in the trash can in a trash bag, you know what I mean? And it's just fermenting. And it was like a couple days before I was ready to finish it off. I think I filtered it once already. And I was in there, and it was lockdown. In between shifts, they would do a shift change, and everybody would have to lock in their room, and they would come down and do count. And I'm in there, and I'm doing my thing before the guards come, and then all of a sudden I hear, and that was my door popping. And I'm like,
Just
what
shut
the
it real quick.
fuck? And the cops come in, and they're like, Mr. Gills, what are you making in here?
I'm getting naked.
Somebody dined me out.
Bitches.
Somebody told on me, and because that's the only way they could have. That in that situation where they just came in like that and they knew
Right.
immediately. Somebody told on me. And I was like, I'm fucking making wine, dude. What does it look like? You smell it, right? It smells great. You want some?
not good.
And he's like, very funny, Mr. Gills. Come on, let's go. And I fucking just took that whole trash can. I just
To the
started
face.
chugging it. Oh, I'm fucking just pouring it. It's just all over me. I was like, you know what? I fucking spent weeks making this shit.
Right, I'm
If I'm
drinking
going to
it.
Max, I'm going drunk as fuck.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly what I did.
Did it work?
Hell yeah, I was drunk as piss. I was drunk as fucking Max. Just
Just see, like, pour some sugar on me playing in the background.
yes. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, I only spent like 3 days at Max for that. It was worth it. It was worth it. I was more pissed that I didn't get to, because, like, dude, when you make wine in there, like, you pass it out to everybody. Everybody's got their cup. It's cool. You're playing poker. You know what I mean?
Who the
Like,
hell would tell on you for that?
who the fuck knows,
Somebody who
man?
got in
there's
trouble.
Yeah,
there's
that's what I was
always a
thinking.
cocksucker. There's always a fucking rat.
Somebody who got in trouble and was like, "Oh, let me fucking tell you this, so
Yeah.
it gives me less
Yeah.
time."
Yeah,
and-
that's more than likely what it was.
all right. So,
That's because your hands were raw.
did you have fancy ramen noodles? Because
Oh, shit.
I have a family member who's spent a little time there.
That's bussin'. You ever
So-
see that dude on Facebook? No. He's like, I'm gonna make this in jail, and he's like, that's bussin'.
There's a lot of those
Yeah.
channels out
we
there.
called them hookups.
Yeah.
And we would take. Dude,
It's like-
there was this one old guy in there, and he was like, I don't know, he was like 60 or something, and he was fucking. He could make a hookup in there that you would put on crackers that was so fucking good. It was like
that
the
on a
best
cracker,
fucking dip.
dude.
I would eat that out like
That's
now.
money.
Yeah.
It was that
That's
good.
money,
That's
dude.
money.
That's
Money.
money, dude.
Well, they cook it like on their like bed, right?
Well, there's there's so many different ways to hook up.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be surprised the ingenuity behind it. I would make a lot of hookups in like a bag.
I've done a bunch of different hookups, but it wasn't in
Yeah,
prison.
we know.
It didn't involve
We
a bag.
know. We know.
It didn't involve a
Nasty
bag.
fuck.
It was like Netflix and chill. I'm like, nah, here, girl, take his pill.
Oh, the old Bill Cosby.
Wait a minute. Why does this taste like metal?
Cut that.
Cut that. Yeah, I'm not editing. I'm not doing it tonight. So that's staying in.
But
There was a bunch of shit we would make, actually, but I would make like hookups. I would do like the hot Cheetos hookups, and I would make burritos
yeah.
with like ramen noodles and summer sausage and like hot Cheetos and shit.
I
and
saw
was-
some pizza in there that I would eat.
Yeah. Oh,
But I
dude, there
feel
was some
like-
stuff in there that was actually like we could
Looked
make some
damn
pretty
good.
good shit.
Because, like, here's the thing about it. Most people who are criminals are not stupid. They're not
Yeah.
stupid.
You'd be surprised.
They're actually very intelligent people.
If you spent that time doing something else,
Productive.
everybody
Right,
be
you would-
working for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. They're not dumb. I mean,
Yeah.
most criminals are not stupid people. They just choose to do shit that's wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not.
That's a great area.
No, but like, okay.
There's a lot of dumb motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
And a lot of
but-
CEOs are sociopaths.
They
Yeah.
are. They are. I mean, it's like. So we watched what? The Tinder Swindler.
Dude,
that man
shout
is
out
not,
to that man.
That man
For all
is
the women that have been
not
robbing dudes
dumb.
blind, that
I
dude
mean,
was, that's my hero.
He's smart. I mean, it's a
Peanut
total
butter.
manipulation. You know what I mean? It's just
Sure.
you're not. There's Kevin's
There's my
bestie.
dog.
Yeah, prison,
But I
man.
mean,
Thank
it's-
God I never. Well, I did 24 hours hard time.
I
CCD.
have
son,
never
brother.
been arrested. I have never had cuffs on in that
Get out.
situation.
Cuffs aren't fun, dude.
Get out.
Jesus, they
When
suck.
they have to use two pairs. That's
That's because you fat.
Are you a two-pair motherfucker?
That's when it gets shaky.
Look at him. Of course he's a two-pair.
And the plastic seats,
Yeah.
get that shit out of here.
Dude, I used to run back and forth from court from Worcester County, which is like 2.5 hours away, and they'd have to go through Maryland because it was a Maryland transportation system. So it was a long way. And shackles and handcuffs. That fucking sucked, man.
And they never loosen the cocksucking things.
No, they're always
so
uncomfortable. I mean, sometimes you get decent cops, and they're, you know what I mean. There's all kinds of, and by cops, I mean these are prison guards,
Right,
so
they're
they're
corrections.
not exactly cops,
Yeah.
but they're
$13 an hour.
they want to be cops, and they
That's it. But
Calm
Half
down,
of
Paul
'em-
Blart.
half of them are fucking cocksuckers, and half of them are crooked. Like, I got into a fight in there one time, and it was with a guy who was friends with a CO, and they were supposed to be doing count. And when they came in, his buddy was the cop. He popped their door first, and then popped the rest of the doors. So when my cell opened, they were standing at my door with masks on. Why they had masks on, I don't fucking know.
Fuck.
Yeah, I just whooped this dude's ass over a poker game, long story short. And I guess he talked to his cop buddy when they did the first count. And then when they popped the cells for us to come out for dinner, they popped his cell first so that he could be right outside my cell. And
Try to fuck you up.
and then immediately left.
Yeah.
So it was like 30 minutes before they came back. And there's these two guys, and I got out and we started fucking scrapping and shit.
He
Almost,
had all his clothes on though.
he had all his clothes on.
Seth, you could write a book. It's like, seriously, you could
For
write
real,
a book.
yeah.
Like, for real. I mean,
Hell
like,
yeah.
it's the shit you've been through,
But it's
and
the
it's
shit
I
that
split
you've
that
done
dude's
back.
shit, by the way. DeSalis, fuck you, buddy.
fuck you, dude.
Split his
He's still a
shit.
bitch.
He went out to the hospital, and Daddy went to Max.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, like, we're older than you guys by quite a bit.
I know you are.
You are older than me, fuckhead. I mean,
How old are you guys?
we'll be 41 this year. So
God damn.
Yeah,
you
we're old
I wouldn't
heads.
have thought Kevin was a day over 50, but
That's right. That's all that moisturizing.
yeah, I mean,
Shout out to Johnson and Johnson.
we're old. I mean, but it's when you
Yeah,
hit this
10 years
age.
on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got almost 11. I mean, you hit this age, you look at your life, and you realize the dumb shit that you should have fucking died doing. You know what I mean?
God,
Like you got a lot.
They
you
say
got
what doesn't kill you makes you
you
stronger.
got a
I
lot
should be
of
like
heart.
fucking He-Man up in
You
this
did a
bitch.
lot of dumb shit,
I'll be
dumber shit than I
bench pressing this bar
did.
and shit.
Like, but you look back at your life and you're like, fuck, I should have died doing this. Or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But now I'm living life and killing big brown rats.
you
Hell
are killing
yeah.
big brown rats. You
Yeah.
are.
What are y'all doing now that season is over?
I'm trying to talk her into going to Autumn Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's we went not
on. It's
last
on.
weekend, and we were
We started
walking.
shed hunting.
Yeah, we were shed hunting, looking at the property. Just, of course, I'm intrigued by a climber this year, and
We're
this,
both going to be like
yeah.
in them big suits with the metal and tightening bolts. We're both going to fall out of the tree.
Now, what got you wanting to do compound bows? Was it us, or have you been?
He's had a compound bow in the
Yeah,
past. I mean, he's had it,
The
but
crossbows.
Getting too easy?
Just too easy.
I
When
mean,
you can kill
especially for
3
him,
deer in
it's-
when you take a complete quiver full of bolts and
you come home
and the
with none.
woods is orange, and you're like,
I mean, like, I pull up and I'm like,
yeah.
he tells me I have one down, and I pull up, I'm like, why are there fucking lights everywhere? Like,
There's
it's
multiple
just,
times I'm like, get me, or I'm gonna run this thing empty.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
It'd be like hunting with a rifle year round. It's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's,
I
mean,
it's time to.
that bow is a machine itself. I mean,
It's like shooting a rifle.
It is a rifle. It's a rifle with a fucking bolt in it. I mean, it's
With
just
a limited range.
it is.
Yeah.
It
And that's,
is.
I totally get that.
For
'cause
the most part, sitting in a stand, though, I mean, I don't know about where you guys are, but for the most part, all you see is 100 yards. Well, that old girl will go to 100.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I
She
mean,
will.
basically, as far as your eye can see,
And I think what, and you guys are going to dive into climbers this year too. I think what you're going to find is with a compound, it's going to limit you in some ways, but the climber is also going to break free some limitations that you have.
And
so
that's-
it might even balance out a little bit. You might
That's
not
my
even
big-
kill that many less
right.
deer.
And I'm not even so much worried about killing more deer. It's just
like, speak
shut
for
up.
yourself.
I'm done with you. But
Shout out Geico Car Insurance. I've been helping your rates. Not 75 years, but at least 5 years.
I mean, so my spot at Belvedere is just not. It's not a good spot. It's
no
a
matter
great.
where you are, you're going to get popped.
It's a great location. It's not a great location for a
You
tree
have to
stand.
be. You have to be. As soon as you see them, you have to be ready.
You have to be
rock.
ready.
You can't.
And
So they slip right in.
they're
on
gonna
you.
slip in there, and like I've told you, it's my stand. I can't get enough angle down to shoot them. I need a different setup. I basically need to be standing. It's not. It doesn't work for me.
Never been on a climber. Never.
Oh, it's a lazy boy, son.
So it's
Like,
it'll
I'm
be, the first trip will be 911.
And I'm excited for something different too. You know what I mean? You get in the routine of, okay, it's I've done this, and I mean you've done it several more years than I have. But you get in that routine. You want a new challenge, a new change.
Yeah, at some point
It's-
you need a challenge.
you need something different.
Yeah.
Been killing deer for
20
almost 33 years or so.
something
I mean,
years.
At some point,
Yeah.
you need.
Something a little different.
Yeah, you need to change it up a little bit. I mean, with the bow last year, I don't care about the DNR anymore. I limited out with a fucking bow.
Hell
He
yeah.
did.
You know what I mean?
Hell
I
yeah.
limited out with a bow.
Yeah, it's
And like I said, the first night of opening deer season, I killed 4 with a rifle. So I mean, at some point, you need to be able to.
Yeah.
Pull
you need
the
a new
brakes.
challenge.
Yeah.
It's something different.
When you first start using that climber, you'll get like 12 feet off the ground, and your knees will be shaking.
I don't know because they're so used
I'm
to.
used to an
That's true.
85-foot man lift.
Well, see, and
Yeah.
So I'm going-
20 feet is what I'm used
I'm going
to.
giraffe
So.
poontang high
Yeah,
right
I don't
off the
think
bat.
you're gonna have a hard
Giraffe
time.
poontang.
Looking fancy.
Hi,
Sam's
baby.
coming in here looking like she just came back from a date. What's his name?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Have a good job on Indu, Bell.
The Cal Ripken?
Cal Ripken, huh?
Billy Ripken.
Billy Ripken. Okay.
Pretty big.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Fucking
Alright,
A.
fuck you
Sponsor
guys
some
a
bow
bit.
hunting.
I'm trying.
Oh, there's a
Oh
picture
my
going
God.
down. As long as it's not the one with me and Dudley.
I had a
I like the
picture
nice ass video. I'm in the ass picture
for- I had a
myself.
picture
Yeah, it's
for
pretty
you all. I don't see it up yet.
Oh God.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Can we cut that out?
No.
We cut that.
What did you say, Zane?
Nothing.
Oh,
It's quiet time. Shh.
She says she likes to see homos naked.
Hey,
It's like
Everybody do that, boy. God damn it, boy. Everybody do that.
See who was naked at Halloween.
God damn it, boy. Everybody do that. They do the scrubbing so you don't have to.
I love that fucking movie. God
That's such
damn.
a good
it.
movie. That's probably my favorite Sandler movie of all time, Waterboy.
I still
I
like
mean,
that.
I know Joe. Well, that's a Sandler movie too, ain't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he's not in it.
My face is your toilet. Show some fucking respect, Kenny.
Show some fucking respect, Kenny. I said that at the bar.
I thought
said
this
that
was
at
a
the
bathroom.
Somebody was and somebody Jamie looked at me and was like, "What?" I was like, "Nah, I just
you-
sound like a jackass."
You have to know that movie. You have to.
Been on that shit since fucking day one, guy.
That's my boy.
What?
No, we just
movie,
our
yeah.
cameras just walked
Yeah.
on us. Hold on.
My wolf pack.
Give me a beer.
with you, guy? You fucking jump.
Give me a beer.
So douchebag in the movie.
Word to your mother,
That boy.
brotherfucker. What?
I need a beer.
People in hell need fucking ice water.
Get your woman a beer before I do.
That's
Take
right.
her upstairs.
That's right.
That's what I'm screaming. Can I watch from
No.
the video? Snatchers, you need better fucking
That's good. Bad.
We need better.
We need
bars.
some better bar stools.
These
I
bar
thought
stools
about
are
getting them for
comfortable.
you for Christmas, but
I just
That's
need a
expensive.
booster
Yeah,
seat.
that, dude, they are fucking expensive.
yeah, dude,
They are
bar stools ain't
expensive.
cheap.
Shut up. I do need a booster seat though. I look like a toddler sitting here at the adult table.
Your big ass forehead gives it away, though.
Shut up, stupid.
If anybody listening wants to donate some bar
Some
stools,
bar
Bar
stools
stools.
to the
Or bar
Beers and Beers
chairs.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love something with a back.
Yeah.
so I can lean back.
Like
a
those
little bit.
fancy
And a Bahamian rejuvenation.
Yeah, and maybe a blowjob machine. That would be sweet.
Bavarian blowjob machine.
I need two of them. Though.
Two of
The
them.
first one's getting destroyed.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear that first
Yeah.
one out.
Seth and I are going to beat the brakes off that thing.
together.
Yeah,
I mean, it is what it is.
Hey.
We're all
Hey.
friends, right?
yeah, we're gonna save electricity.
Those COVID rates are retarded.
You ain't kidding.
I'm glad you guys are getting into the compound bow.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
You
I'm,
got to do something. I mean,
I'm
it's
pumped too.
not fun anymore.
Yeah, I'm pumped too. And if you guys get into it soon enough, y'all ought to look into doing the tack with us.
Babe, that's so
That
much
is so
fun.
What
much
is that?
fun. So the tack,
First weekend of June.
It's in like May.
June. No. Well, it's kind of in May because it's the
See?
first
So
weekend
we-
of June.
My
So
birthday's coming up soon.
you got to be
You got
ready.
a wedding the weekend before, so shut your mouth.
What?
It's not my problem that those people make poor decisions.
Yeah, yeah.
That's,
It is your problem because I'm
Did you
in
see
the
the thing
wedding.
on my phone about weddings?
Yes,
during
but that's
anything?
not during deer season.
Yes, I do not participate in those things.
I
should find you a
I
date.
just don't go
We're
to
gonna
fucking weddings anymore. I got too
yeah.
much shit to do.
I'm just
Stop.
gonna get drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, act
Okay.
retarded.
Listen.
We have a
I-
wedding. Me and Sam have a wedding to go to in April. I have a bachelor party to go to March 5th. Shout out Big Joe Klein.
Hell yeah.
That should be.
You'll have a good time.
Whew.
I got a
Where's the
bachelor.
bachelor party
I got
at?
Ryan's
Atlantic
bachelor
City.
party.
Ryan.
No, that's a different one. My buddy Ryan's is. I can't disclose that information on
Yeah.
here because he listens. But
Big Joe's. Well, Big Joe. Joey Klein
He's the
listens
best
too.
man.
am I the best man?
Yes.
No, his brother is.
But
I'm the best man, though. Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
I may
knows
not
that.
be by officially, but out of that group, I'm the best. Yeah, definitely.
See, I'm the maid of honor, so you have to go to this.
you don't.
You have to.
I don't have
Yeah.
to do anything.
do have
they
to do
say
it.
that the only thing you have to do is die and pay taxes.
And you suck at paying taxes, so let's not
Exactly.
go there.
Exactly.
That's a whole nother story. Remember he talked about the lawyer?
right now.
Okay, no. Remember when he talked about the lawyer that cost us $15,000?
Yeah, I'll take
Let's
one.
talk
that
about
was
taxes.
cheap. Yeah. They'll get it from me eventually, but right
Listen.
now I got Uncle Sam. I got deer to kill.
I got shit to do.
I'm trying to knock down insurance rates, premiums all over the world.
We got to start killing turkey. My dad had a turkey today in his truck.
Fuck.
Wow,
We're at-
fucking
Don't
turkey.
give her hell.
We're at
Turkey Point.
Alexis says you need to plan better because we.
Who does?
My daughter.
Why? What did I do?
You need
She's
to
like-
plan to kill more fucking deer.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like,
I agree.
where are you? I said, we're doing a podcast. You didn't tell me this. I said it wasn't planned. Tell Seth he needs to plan better.
Tell her I'm working on it. And she's right. She's right. I got to do better. I got to
The
do
best
better.
plan has a blood trail behind it.
It does.
It's all about gutting and tagging, dragging and bragging.
Dude, I'm already starting to miss deer season, and it hasn't even been that long.
John bought a fucking bird feeder.
Yeah, dude. I
You
Yeah,
bought
John's
a
losing his
bird
fucking
feeder?
mind.
lose my
He's
shit.
probably shooting, but
John's losing his shit.
he's probably shooting.
I'm worried about him.
birds with
I don't
his
have a
bow.
BB gun back here for no reason, son. You know what I'm saying?
He's hunting birds.
Bird house that you can see into. when
It's
they
like
start
fucking
nesting.
Better Homes and
losing my
Gardens
mind.
in here.
All I know is my birds are flying south, and I'm trying to bury my beak.
I got you.
I'm ready for deer season. My mom texted me the other
It's
day.
shed season now.
Yeah.
It is
Well,
shed
my
season.
mom texted me, my little niece, 14-year-old niece, shout out Aubrey. But
Hey,
happy
Aubrey.
belated birthday.
Oh,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. Happy birthday.
Said
Aubrey.
that she wants to go deer hunting with me this season.
Hell
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
what it's all
yeah.
about. Get the kids into
Yeah.
it.
Carrying on that generation, man, making another deer hunter. That's there's nothing better than
Seeing
that.
Wyatt kill a deer and the look on
I'm
Seth's
telling
face
you,
is
like,
priceless, man.
Wyatt's face, like I could have just like smushed him. He was so cute. He was so happy. Like that, it's that pure
And he's how old?
elation.
8.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's
That was
just
the
that
same
pure
age.
joy.
Same
Like
age.
he's so happy.
Yeah.
Go away.
It's-
It's got him now.
I got the
Yeah.
picture of him on my phone. That's when you
Yep.
open
Yeah,
my phone.
I mean
it's
he's
just,
just like
that
pumped.
face is just precious.
It's priceless.
I put the blood on his face, and he couldn't have been happier. I mean, he
No.
was so proud of himself. And I mean, this year has just been a big year for
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt. Like he really stepped out skiing. He did his first black diamond. I was
That's
so proud of him.
cool.
He got his first deer. I was so proud of him. He's
Yeah.
kicking ass wrestling on the mats and jiu-jitsu. Like, man,
Everything's
he's
coming
just
together.
he's just
that-
becoming a little man of his own. It's
Yeah.
couldn't be prouder.
But
Couldn't be prouder.
nothing will replace that fucking first deer.
Nothing.
No, man,
No.
that-
You just
it's
keep chasing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that-
It's
Heroin.
yeah, chasing that
It
dragon.
is, but even as an adult, that is. I mean, like,
Well, some of us don't kill an 8-point buck for their first deer.
but I like I said before, though, that fucked me up too. At
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
point, like.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
No.
It sucks now. Like
Give me two
I'm
dudes.
legitimately like I thought that's how it was going to be all the time. I mean that
No.
it was like I had been in the stand 20 minutes. 20 minutes and that fucking buck walked out to me. So it's like and he ran what? 100 feet.
Yeah, she was like, oh, it wasn't even 100 feet. She's like, oh, this deer's staring at me. And he walked away. I'm like, just calm down.
He did. He came right back.
Whop! I'm like, no, man, it's too hot. I got to get out of the tree. Like,
Because it's
gotta take
early
care of it now. I'm
September.
like-
I mean, it's
She's like, I was like, well, how big was it? Well, I'm looking right at it. I'm like, it's dead? And she's like, yeah, well, it's laying right here. I'm like,
I mean, like, and so
Here
I'm
we go.
thinking every deer's gonna die right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not.
they normally don't.
No,
go
they
far,
don't.
though. When you get in an argument with your woman that hunts, unload the weapons. Just be like,
It's.
I'm sorry, honey. Just start unloading the gun because it's curtains.
I mean, it's. But I, like, as much as I hate it, I love to track a deer.
Me too.
love
I'm the same
it.
way.
I
I
like watching
do.
them fall right there.
I do too.
love to track a
The
deer.
tracking.
I get the tracking; it's fun, but
do.
I
Once
want
you
to
get
watch
so
love
the
it.
far,
track.
you're like, what did I do?
Yeah,
You start
yeah,
double
yeah,
thinking
He
yeah,
gets in his
everything you
head.
did.
He does, and
I
I
am my
think too
own worst
because
enemy.
it's not my deer that I'm not like wound up about it, but also I can fit in smaller places than he can, so I can. Shut up,
Here we
Stephen.
go.
So
It's
I
gotta
can.
be a
fu-
fat joke. Well, Seth,
It's not a fat joke.
I think you killed your buck on what? A Friday? Maybe?
November 6th.
Yeah.
Which one
It was a Saturday.
Saturday. So I'm like, Seth killed one. I'm gonna go hammer me one of these things. So I shoot one and let it. You could see where it got up, walked, and got laid
He
down.
laid
I'm
down.
like, let's go back. And I'm like, oh,
We,
this gonna suck.
Was that your 9-pointer that you're talking about?
the 8-pointer? I
yeah,
think it was an 8.
but he won't sleep. Like he's gonna tell you he's gonna go to sleep, but
I'm
he's
with you.
so
I'm with
fucking
you.
in his
Yeah.
head.
She's like,
Yep.
we're gonna go find this deer. I'm like, we got a better chance of getting pregnant finding this deer. I mean, this deer's calm. So she's like, all right, let's go over there. So I put on a pair of binoculars and grab a rifle. I'm like, this thing starts to weeble and wobble. I'm smoking this thing like a pack of cools.
Yeah.
I'm walking through the woods and she's like, yo. I'm like, hello. She's like, you gonna come look at your deer? I'm like, what? She's like, well, you just walked right on past. Like, I was
He gets so in the
Yeah.
zone,
Yeah, I
and
was-
to me, like I listen to what he's taught me though. Follow the water.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah.
go to water, and he
You gotta
was laying.
think like a deer. They're going to go.
He was what 50 yards from the water. So I literally I walked
but
that
was
edge.
that was our best bet to just leave it go.
Yeah, you needed
And
to
it's-
let that one
it's
lay.
brutal though. I mean,
It's excruciating.
I hate waiting all night, wondering, sitting there. Like I don't
Can't
sleep either.
Nope.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's
You
happened to
feel
me
bad.
3
Yeah.
times where I've shot nice bucks I would love to put on my wall, and I
You can't.
sit there and sleep all night and
Yeah.
then don't find them. And it's like, for me, like I get what you're saying. I like the blood trailing. It's fun, but man,
It's exhausting.
When the blood
too.
runs out and you're
When
standing there. And you're
yeah, there's no worse feeling. Like
It-
when it's
yeah.
like, should I stop? I don't want to bump them. Like fuck that. If I have it my way, I'm watching them drop every
Right there.
time.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
Shoot 'em in the head.
I get that. I mean, with the one that I lost, it's we tracked that thing.
blood for,
I mean, gushing
for
blood,
hundreds of yards
blood
and then just
stopped.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because then you're like, I'm digging through briars and there's these little tiny drops and then nothing, and it's
well,
like
it worked out good
for you,
for me. It
of
did,
course,
because
for you.
we walked in there and it was this big.
Of course, it worked out for you. Why
Still
not?
saying it was a rough year, but anyway, we walk in there and this place is destroyed.
With
Yeah.
rubs, I mean,
Rob's
just
destroyed, and I parked the gator. I'm like, you could just it had that
piss.
smell.
Yeah.
It's
I was
that
in the
buck
stand
piss.
20 minutes and Doofus walked to me and I smoked him
You
with
know.
that 6.5 Creedmoor.
as I'm at a
Sometimes
doctor's
I'll-
appointment with our child, he's like, "Oh, I just killed a monster." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck you
I had a
too."
hard on you could have swung from. I was like, oh, you know what I mean?
As I'm in fucking Washington D.C., I'm like, "Fuck you."
I was so jacked up on drug, I think in the bed of the gator by myself. I mean, it wasn't
Hell
a Illinois giant, but it was big
Yeah.
enough for me that I was happy to take it to the taxidermist.
Fuck yeah. That's what it's all
Did you get
about.
it mounted?
dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's a
I asked
shoulder
him
mount.
first, and then I mounted him.
See, I was the one that I was the one that said get a shoulder mount, and you said Euro
I said
mount.
Euro.
That
man.
was the first
Ah,
one.
That was
dog.
the 8, right?
That was the first one.
Oh, okay.
He did a Euro on that one,
Yeah.
and he did a shoulder
Yeah,
on the
Seth
other
and I
one.
were pretty well done at the same time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
nice.
It's a
mean,
nice.
He's a nice 8.
Everybody's like, "Oh, it's too small."
It doesn't matter.
As
it's
long as
your
you're,
wall.
I could jack to smoke a doe, man. I mean, like,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
if it's a what do you say called a Polish 11 pointer?
Polish 11.
I'd love to kill a big spike.
I love a
mean,
big spike though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I do. I love a
It's
big
all
spike.
about
They
what,
taste great.
what you want.
Yeah.
If you're
It's your-
happy with a, I don't care if
Yeah.
that thing rounds up being 120 8 pointer.
It's
Yeah.
your wall. It's
buck.
what
I'm
you're
happy.
happy with.
I'm happy.
It's,
I don't care what anybody else thinks.
Exactly.
No.
I'm with you. 100%.
Yeah, don't post that cocksucker on Facebook and say, "What do you think?"
what do you
No.
think he
Yeah.
scored? No,
Yeah.
fuck that.
No, but
No.
if you're
It's-
happy with it and it's fucking your deer,
I've
like
almost thought about
fucking
deleting
own
that
that
Maryland
shit.
Bowhunters page.
Oh,
'Cause
God.
there's-
It's toxic.
it's such
It
a
is
whiny
toxic. That's a
motherfucker.
perfect.
Whiny
That's
As
the
long as you're
perfect
like,
word for it.
I'm saying I get jittery to smoke a 4-year-old doe.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I love a big
6-month-old doe.
Yeah, I'll shoot
Wipe
one
her
with-
mouth off and let her
She got
die.
milk dribbling. I'm
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody, you know what I mean, killing Nate point. Oh well, I'd have waited one more
I'd have
year.
let him-
I'm not. I'm not.
No.
I'm happy this year.
Yeah, good for you. You
Yeah,
would have waited one
yep.
more year, but guess
Unless
what? You weren't hunting where I was hunting, so it
Yep.
don't fucking matter.
And
now,
it-
Wait
does it?
another year. Your neighbor's gonna kill it. I'm eating
Yeah.
this son of a bitch within 3 days.
Yeah.
And
And if I want to put it on my wall and it's in front of me, I'm
It's your
fucking shooting
wall.
it. It's my wall.
It's your
Yeah,
wall.
and it's
It's
my wall.
what you're happy with.
And
I
it's
mean,
it's like there's these the bag limits are the way that they are for a reason.
Keep
And
raising
as
them.
long as I'm
Keep raising them.
within the confines of the bag limit and it makes me happy, then fuck you.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's-
all that matters.
Yeah,
I
I'm with
mean-
you.
Let's make the bag limit a truckload limit.
I mean, like
Well,
when
we
I
got-
walk into our living room, I'm proud of everything that's on that
Fuck
wall.
yeah, me
you know what
too.
I mean? It's everything. It doesn't.
Exactly.
That's
For the
all that
longest
matters.
time, her
It's-
buck's been the biggest buck on the
It
wall.
was.
The velvet one?
Her,
No, his is
her-
velvet. My
Not
first one.
anymore.
No, not
Shout out
anymore.
Monster
Not
Taxidermy.
anymore. It is, yeah.
Hurry.
God, it's the greatest person I've ever met in my
He's
entire
so
life.
cool.
I love that
he
dude.
is. He's a good dude.
They did a great job on my
I mean,
Euro.
it's
It's all about, at the end of the day, it's all about what you want. I don't care what anybody else wants. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No.
I don't need anyone else's approval for
No.
what I just shot.
And that's why I didn't even post my buck on Maryland Bowhunters. At least I don't think I did, but
No, you didn't.
because I don't give a fuck what
It's-
anybody
it's
else
just
has to say
disheartening
about
to
it.
Everybody just
It's for
popping
me.
holes
It's not
in-
for
yeah.
you. And I'm not doing this to impress anybody, and I'm not doing this to fucking post it on social media.
No.
I don't give a fuck. But hey, if that's what you want to do, if you want to post it and share it,
Cool.
I got nothing against that. But what
No
I'm
matter
saying
what,
is
you have a hater.
at the end of the day, right? You always got somebody who's going to tell you, "Oh, you could have let him go," or whatever their rationale is
them
for
two,
not shooting.
them
it. But
two
get
right
fucked.
there.
This is the one I shot this year.
I'll be stoked to kill either one
Fucking
of them.
right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yes.
That's a nice
I'd
buck.
defend that one to the end. You know
Every
what I mean? I
day.
would. I'd.
At the end of the day, you know what? He's mine.
Yep.
Yep,
And
he's
I'm eating
yours.
him. He tastes delicious.
And that's-
Barbecue sauce.
That's too. I mean,
Yep.
like, I think some people are too much
It's-
fascinated on the
This
the
isn't
antlers
Iowa.
and not.
There's
it's
so
not
many people
Iowa.
that hunt here
That
if you
think
let
it is.
That if you let it walk, people like me,
Somebody's gonna
I'm
shoot
gonna
it.
smoke that.
Somebody's
thing.
gonna shoot it.
People like us
Yeah, I
are
mean,
going to shoot
somebody's
your
gonna shoot
deer.
It's all about at the end of the day that you're happy with what you
Yeah.
got.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm stoked to kill a doe.
I mean, and we've passed on shit. We passed on shit at the house
Yeah.
that was just it
Sure.
wasn't
Oh,
big
man.
enough. You
I
know
passed
what I
on
mean?
so
It's-
much shit.
Yeah. I mean, we all
It's-
pass on stuff, and we all. But that's the thing, like,
The trophy's more in
It's-
the memory than anything.
It
else.
is.
Yeah.
and it's not about like it. If you want to pass on something, cool. But if you don't, and if someone else doesn't, well,
Cool.
who cares? Like that's
Yeah.
not
Look
that's
at-
not for you to say. You
If
know
you
what I mean?
saw the look on Wyatt's face to shoot what he shot, you know,
Yeah.
his face
It's-
would have never been any different to shoot that or a 1,000,000-inch buck.
Yeah.
He'd
Yeah,
have
it
been-
doesn't
Yep.
matter.
It
He was
wouldn't
been
matter to him.
stoked
He
either
was
way.
so elated.
No, it wouldn't have mattered the size of the animal. He would have been just as excited,
Yep.
regardless of what he
Yep.
shot.
Yep.
And I know you didn't post about it on Instagram on social media, but I posted your picture to Hoyt tagged out,
Oh, did you?
but they didn't use it.
No,
Dickheads.
assholes.
Fuck
Fuckers.
you,
Need to
Hoyt
get him
tagged
that
out.
Red Arrow fan of the week song.
Yeah,
I need,
well,
one,
good
I need me
luck.
one of them heated seats.
I posted. I was like, "This is his first buck," blah blah blah, and they never fucking used it.
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah, It was supposed to be a surprise, but
That was a great
We're
picture,
coming
too.
for
It
it.
was a phenomenal picture.
Well, I appreciate it. You tried for me.
I was stoked when the buck
I posted
he
it
shot,
on my. I
was-
posted it
dude,
on
I
my
was stoked
Instagram.
That,
Oh, my
I even
God.
thought I'd have shot it.
When
Yeah.
he sent a picture of that buck, I was like, there was tears streaming down my
Right?
face.
It was
Like
a
here's my
happiness.
son.
for
It's
everybody
pure
because you know
happiness.
what it takes to
Yeah.
make it happen.
And you
Yeah.
know the time that you all put in too.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
the-
mean?
the
You're
sh-
not weekend warriors. You're not there. Oh,
Everyday warrior.
yeah.
Yeah,
This
more,
is-
more, probably more than I
It's,
should.
Yeah.
it's another job.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
to us,
is.
it's everything. I mean, like,
It's consuming.
I was talking to Ryan, Ryan Maitland. You guys know Ryan about like 'cause
Hyman Smasher.
the Hyman smashing job. Like we're
It's
both
this
of us
more like the Hyman
are
Destroyer.
men of many hobbies. Like I got a lot of shit I really like to do. I love fucking jujitsu, man. I love lifting weights. I love fucking skiing. I love eating pussy. You know what I mean?
Shout out.
Kicking back.
Destroying back doors.
Yeah, I love kicking in back doors. I like a lot of things, but like we've talked about this.
This was
and
never getting monetized.
yeah, we're never making money off this one.
Fuck it. It's worth every.
Right, you know.
We already talked about that.
All the of all the things that I do, there's nothing that I love more than having a bow in my hand out
Yeah.
in the woods. I'm. It's just that is like what I was put on this earth
Yep.
to do. I
fully
fucking loved
erect.
it.
Settle down, killer. I'm gonna go with you.
I didn't remember where I was
It's
going with
better to
that,
start a
but
sword fight
But
in
it's
here.
it's that I never thought when I took hunter safety, I took it for my daughter, and I didn't think that I would be in this spot. But that that first day, like that feeling, just sitting your ass in that stand, like it's just like
yeah.
it's
There's
adrenaline.
no one there to-
It's just so
It's-
much. It's just
It's a good time that most people don't fuck with you. And this is the only hobby I can afford, but I'm
what we
balls
we
deep.
dump a shit ton of
balls
money
deep
into it too.
this, you know
I
what
mean, it's
Yeah.
I can't afford to do anything else.
that's
Yeah.
what we do.
I mean,
it's-
that is it.
And
But
that's
it's worth every fucking penny.
it's the
It
it's the
is.
best thing there is
It
to
is.
to do with your time, and not only that, but like to pass it on to your kids and like to share it. Like I want other people to understand why I love this so much. You know what I mean? And I it's just hunt man is so much more than just fucking sitting out in the woods and killing deer. Like and
It's a
it's a
ton
good
more to that.
it's a good escape from
It is.
everything else
That-
that's went on during the day.
That piece in that stand when you're when you're by yourself and there's nothing else there. It's pure quiet.
Or the
You know what I
sound of
mean?
an arrow.
But I mean, too,
I
like,
mean?
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It sounds like you're hitting a rug with a baseball bat
it's
on
awesome.
a laundry line.
but also
Yes.
like to do it together. You know what I mean? Like
That's a beautiful thing.
it
Too.
is.
You got to
It's-
do
it's
it from
cool.
like
I'm
at
sorry,
least
Kevin, but-
100 yards distance because some people are too fucking noisy. That sounds like rats in a corn crib.
I just wish the other side, the people that don't understand, could understand.
understand it,
But they
yeah.
never.
It's a great. Even if I didn't shoot any, my main mission is when I climb in a tree just to see something. If I see
just to
something,
sit
I'm
there.
stoked. I don't
The
have to kill
mission,
anything.
the destination is the journey.
It
Like
is.
what you're the act of hunting is what we're hunting for. It's not necessarily the kill. It's the whole process. That's what I love. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I love everything about
Yep.
it. You know what I mean? If I could go out there and kill something every single time I'd
wouldn't
hunt,
be fun.
I would lose
Nope.
all passion for
It's
it.
it's not the point.
I love the actual.
It's the process.
Everything about it. I love
Yep.
being out in nature. I love the pursuit of an animal. I love it. Everything is.
It's just cool to outsmart an animal.
Yeah,
It is.
It's cool to outsmart them. It's cool to understand. It's cool to learn about them. It's cool to understand them and
to
understand the things that
pattern
they
and-
do.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people too don't understand the amount of time.
Ugh.
They think that you go sit in a stand one day and you kill a deer. You know what I mean? They're not understanding the time that you spend scouting locations and hanging
telling
stands
you,
and
my dad-
feeding and running cameras and checking cameras. You know what I mean? It's a full-time job.
dad
It
told
really
me
is. It's
20 years ago, he said, if you don't have close to 40 hours a week to dump in this, you're wasting
Don't
your
do
time.
it.
You're wasting
Yeah,
your time. It
it's-
takes. You're not just
it's
going
To
to
be
go
great
out there.
time.
at, to be great at this, it
You
takes
have
time.
to. You have to put time in. It is what you put into it.
Yeah, that tree stand. I don't go to church. That tree stand is my church.
Yes.
that is
Hell
my
yeah.
Hell
It is
yeah.
my break. It's my break from work. It's my break from kids. It's that just
If the phone
quiet.
vibrates, you don't want to answer it.
Fuck
It is
it.
what it
I don't
is.
answer.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just it's
Even better
quiet.
down in Blackwater when my phone don't work. At
God,
first,
I can't
Love
wait
it.
To be there. God, I can't wait to
at
be
first
there.
I was like, man, this fucking sucks. But then after after doing it, it's like I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
It's a blessing when you don't have service or your phone's
Yeah.
about to die. It's a
Nobody's
blessing.
bothering
Yeah,
you.
it is because then you're forced to do what you're really there to do anyway.
exactly.
And you let this beautiful creation that is the wild just encompass you, and you're fully focused on what you're doing, and you're fully present in the moment.
Yeah.
And you don't have these exterior influences, whether it be
There's no extra
social media, your
stimulation.
yeah, it's
Yep.
you're just focused on what you're doing,
Shut up,
man.
stupid.
And I love that, and it makes me want to leave my phone more, like even when I'm home. But from a safety standpoint, I kind of don't want
Yeah,
to.
you
But at the same time, like I always actively try to just stay the fuck off that thing because you really don't get that full experience until you
have-
just leave it alone. Just be present.
Present,
Enjoy
yeah.
what you're doing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that I feel like that translates to all aspects of life, not just hunting, but just trying to be present in what you're doing
That
and being
moment.
there. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like we get caught up in these phones nowadays because they're fucking
It's-
just what they are.
It's your life, though. I mean,
4G. Of,
But they're
Whatever
it's
you wanna
5G
watch.
now.
they're no good.
I still
But
have a
it's-
7. It'll be all right.
I got an 8. I'm with you.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, like
4G
some of
will
my
get me to the
favorite.
destination.
Shut up, stupid. Some of my favorite pictures on my phone are just
Naked
in the
ones.
morning in the shut up in the stand, like that sun
Oh my god.
crest. You know what I mean?
Wait
like
till you
it's
see Blackwater
beautiful.
sunrise.
Wait till you see the
It's
water.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
Wait
it's
till you
just
hear
that.
that raven eating across that across that land.
But it is. It's just. It's so.
Yeah.
It's so
The-
beautiful in that moment. You're there, and it's just you. There's nobody else. There's nothing
Oh.
else.
I would love to know how many deer I just didn't see because I'm just so sucked into that fucking
Yeah,
phone.
I bet it's
Yeah.
several.
Yeah.
I bet it's
Oh
several.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been caught where they're standing underneath me by the time I realize they're there. You know what I mean? It's shut up,
I've
stupid.
I've
Shit,
seen
I'm-
deer. I've seen deer 100 yards away. That
Yeah.
like if I wasn't actively looking, I wouldn't have seen. If I
Yeah.
was on my phone, I wouldn't have seen that deer.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes when you go hunt and you're looking at your phone. Maybe you would have seen it, and you're like, I didn't see a single fucking thing. Maybe you would have, but they
Yeah.
were far away, and you didn't see them because you were looking at your goddamn phone.
Yeah.
That's the name of one of my stands on the property I own. The name of the stand is called No Service.
because there is
Hell yeah.
no
It's-
service down there. There's nothing.
That's the American dream to
It
own
is.
your own hunting land, man.
It is.
We're trying to
It's-
expand, but the guy next door is just not feeling
We
it.
are.
let's go
There's,
kick his ass.
There's. We're.
let me
By
know,
the end
dude.
of it, that'll
We'll-
be ours. It's
we'll have a
another
snake
6
wrestling
acres.
contest.
It is. It's another 6
Yep.
acres, and that would just That would make that property dream property for it. I mean, we
Nothing
love
better
that
than
property.
killing a deer on the
We
You
love
guys,
that
will,
property.
you guys will get it. You'll get
We
it.
will. We'll get there.
When they sell,
it'll be
they'll
time,
sell.
and we'll
if
get
they
it.
put a for sale sign
I'll
up,
tear
I
that thing
swear
out of
to
the
God, I'll
ground.
burn that thing.
That's got to
Yeah.
be so much better killing a deer on your own property.
So you have to make your mortgage payment on the first
Well,
every
yeah,
month.
yeah.
But you know
But
what?
still,
Seeing his face after that first kill on our
It's-
property,
it's-
What was that like?
it was. I
was
mean,
fun.
but it legitimate to me. It was like
That
killing
was
his
a
first
chest
deer.
shot.
Yeah.
He was so.
Boone and
I
Crockett
mean, just
doe. On camera. It was a Booner doe. It was a Booner doe.
I mean,
That's
but like
awesome.
he was beaming, and I was
Yeah.
excited. It was our land, you know what I mean? And we
You're
killed.
fucking like Native Americans almost.
Right,
you know?
we are.
It's. I mean,
Slapahoe
everywhere
drive.
you go, the only way. The only
Jesus
way you get to
Christ.
hunt is on someone else's property.
Yeah.
I
It
mean, that is
I
the
mean, that's
only
always
way.
done.
And that's,
You don't know anybody. You know, what I mean, you
was
don't
it
know
was
any
it
better.
for you? Was it like extra special to kill that first deer on your own
It
property?
was definitely rewarding.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
definitely. It was. You know what I mean? Almost a year of,
Yeah.
of hard work paid off.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
definitely.
gotta be.
It was definitely worth it.
yeah.
But you get that and you're like, man, I need this piece next door.
Yeah,
Piece
we need more.
It's
I
that's
could
that's
damn
human
near
nature.
go.
what he says,
I could
and
damn
he
near
says.
go broke to buy that. I mean, it's
I
definitely,
would do anything to buy that piece of land, though.
Yeah.
Seriously, I
That's
would. I
sweet.
would go broke to
That's
buy that
sweet.
piece of land.
It's all
Hell
creekfront
yeah.
property.
There's
Hell yeah.
nothing there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no
I know.
home
I've
there.
been
It's
there.
just
It's
It's
land.
definitely
beautiful.
nice.
And that
It's
bedding
just-
in there.
It's more rewarding than it could have been a spike or a yearling, and you'd have been just as happy.
It's your
to
land.
drag it literally
Yep.
from where you shot it directly back to your house.
Yep.
Like that is
Yeah,
that
it's
is
your
to me
house.
that is the every hunter's dream.
It's the
Like that's what you
American
want to do.
dream.
It just
It is,
scares me
yeah.
that eventually, if you don't own your own property, you won't be able to hunt.
That's a possibility,
scary.
man.
It is
Because
scary.
that's this the world we live in. Like now, there's some act in Congress right now, or
Oh yeah.
that they're trying to fucking take hunting from some public
Yeah,
land.
good luck for that. I'll be in prison for forever.
Yeah,
Our old
and that's
president.
Forever, ever.
And that's I've said from day one is if they outlaw hunting in this country, I'm gonna
I will
be
be
an
an
outlaw.
I'll go to jail.
So you
I'll
get
go to
fucked.
jail.
It's-
Call me Robin Hood, bitches. It's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump opened up a lot of land, and then this new organization.
Can I get a mean
He's trying
tweet
to-
and some $1.60 gas?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my God, guess is killing me right now.
political, whatever. But like when you're trying to
Yeah.
take
It's-
away land,
yeah.
like come on.
Yeah, and I know that's like somebody was saying that like Trump took some land and stuff, and I don't know, I don't get into politics
I
a
don't
whole
either.
bunch,
Yeah,
but
I'm not
I know
either.
his son is an outdoorsman and a hunter. You know what I mean? So I don't. And I know this current administration is fucking us right now. They're
Whew,
trying.
oh my God.
So
Can we get Ted Nugent to run for president?
God,
Seriously,
You know what I mean?
dude.
I'd like to see fucking Jocko Willink run for something too.
Something.
'Cause
I mean, it's
he's
just.
got the political standpoint, and he's a hunter. Like
It's, everything's just so crooked.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
It is.
It's,
It is like a fucking. Our government is so fucked, man.
it's backwards.
Yeah, I don't care
it's
what
so
it is, it's
backwards.
fucked.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, left
It's-
or right. I don't care where you
it's
are.
backwards.
It's fucked. But we're at an hour and 11 right now, and I'm looking at this fucking pizza over there, and I'm fucking starving. So.
Thank you, my love.
Shit.
You guys got anything else? You got anything else you want to leave? us
Thank
off
you.
with?
Happy birthday, Aubrey.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Hell
birthday,
yeah.
Aubrey.
Happy birthday.
Yay.
I need to sing a shout out.
Oh, and Riley. Happy
And
birthday.
birthday,
Happy
Riley.
birthday, Riley,
Fat
and,
boys
and
wanna clap
Aubrey.
for the
Well,
pizza.
Riley doesn't listen. Aubrey listens. She shouldn't, but she listens.
She should
Whoever made the
listen.
Few
pizza.
bad things
I
you're
love
gonna
you.
learn here, Aubrey.
Yeah.
But happy birthday.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all next time. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Beers and Deers. Tune it out.
Thank you.